Yes, sir, ski. So as you can see here, we got some wings from La Mesa in Long Island, New York.
This shit ain't a sponsorship.
Not a sponsorship.
That
No
shit ain't
sponsorship. Flats or drums? Go ahead and drop that in the comment. Let me see if I can give y'all a view. I noticed how the YouTubers be doing it. I got a little bit of seasoning on there. It looks like pepper. The wings are breaded. So let's see if they got some crunch to them. I'm gonna let Angelo go first. He got the garlic parmesan. Let's see what those tasting like.
Let's see what it's about. Hold up.
What's going on, MUEL members? Put your bags on and strap in for this video. Today we got a mukbang. I'm here with my mans, Angelo.
Alright, how we doing?
Me and Angelo have been friends for over about how many years now?
Bro, it's gonna be about like 13 years?
13 years. Me and Angelo have been rocking out on our journeys to getting what we deserve in life. So today we got a mukbang here. We got some wings.
Yes,
We got wings. We got some
Hold on,
buffalo
wait
jaws.
a minute, that garlic parmesan. You know I'm Italian. We gotta spice it up a little bit. Only poquito, you know what I mean? Shit.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned. We're gonna be doing a mukbang/interview, learning about Angelo and his journey to getting TikTok famous at over 170K. But retired, you know, he's on the better things. He's on a YouTube now. Go check him out. YouTube.
Yes, sir. Angelonius, look me up. Right now, I'm just finishing up my playthrough of Resident Evil 4. If you want to check that out. In the future, I plan on making more types of videos like this, vlogs, whatever you want it to be, whatever you think I should do. Let me know.
Happy with your boy. Come on, we on the rise and we on our journeys to our passions. Angelo is a very passionate man. He's found his passion. In this video, we're going to talk about how he got to his passion, how he found it, and his journey to success. Stay tuned for some TikTok tips. Also, he's going to teach you. He's going to teach you how to go viral. He's going to teach you how to blow up. Tap in. Let's go. That tastes like. Let them know the flavors.
Shit tasting me gusta.
Ooh, you heard of me gusta.
Shit juicy. It still got that crunch. It got the flavor. It's seasoned nicely. Shit.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, let me get in there. My turn. I'm not gonna lie. If I was off camera, I'd bite the whole wing off like I'm on some other stuff. But here I'm gonna take a little bite. You know, take a little bite. Be smacking a little bit too if I was off cam, but I'm gonna keep it calm. Little bite. So the flavor, it's got a very vinegary taste, typical to most buffalo wings. You know, a standard taste. It does have a bit of a crunch. It was sitting. I am new to YouTube, so now the intro, it took us a couple tries now. So the wings got a little soft during that time, but still got that decent crunch. Let me try it with the ranch. I'm gonna dip the other side. Y'all don't double dip. When y'all got the sauce, I'm sharing with Angelo here. Don't double dip. Like
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm just sitting here enjoying my wings. This shit been a little busted.
Angelo, you mess with ranch or blue cheese?
Yeah. I mess with ranch. I got you. I haven't had ranch in a fat minute though. Won't even cap.
Yeah, it's going crazy with the ranch.
Let's get a little dip on there. Get a brand new wing. Get a little dip. That makes you twist it. Make sure you don't drop. Oh, made a little drop.
Oh, this for the birds, y'all. What you thinking?
I won't lie. Kind of like it better without the ranch. I won't even cap. Yeah.
Let them know what's up.
I don't know if it's because of the flavor of the garlic parmesan, because I've had ranch before with mild and it was busting, but with this, the ranch just kind of overtakes it, like OD. And it kind of just feels like you're just eating a ranch wing.
Let me get in there real quick.
Yo, get in there, homie. Shit. Try one. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion.
And Angelo, he gonna try this one right here. Stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna get into some TikTok tips. Angelo, he was TikTok famous. He chose to retire. He gave it up. Well, we're gonna get into that. Y'all see. Stay tuned. Sir. Garlic parm with the ranch. Let's go in. What you think?
See, I fuck with the Buffalo original.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I don't want to hear nobody in the comments saying, "Oh, he white, he can't handle his spice, bro." This shit bust.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a mess. Getting this shit because this shit good as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna clean the bone. I gotta give y'all the full flavor review. So I gotta eat the whole thing. Hold on. Honestly, the garlic parm is better than the buffalo.
Yo, listen.
What you think?
I feel like original Buffalo, because that's the name flavor. It's a wee bit generic, only only a little bit. You get garlic parmesan, it's new. You don't really see that in a lot of places. God damn, yo,
What happened, bro?
motherfuckers flies are out here trying to swing.
Bro, the flies is wilding, but I could bust this whole thing down right now. I'm gonna take a little chill. Me and Angelo, we gonna chop it up. 3rd grade or 4th grade? I came to New Rochelle, New York.
Nah, it wasn't that early. We first met when we were about to be in 6th grade. So we were 5th grade going into 6th grade, and we were about like 11, 12 back then.
It's been a minute, y'all. We've been rocking with each other for years. The ups and downs of both of our journeys. We're gonna get into what makes Angelo a mule. Also, what is a mule?
Y'all need to be put onto this, especially my white friends.
Mhm.
Y'all like water.
Tap in.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit good.
That joke. Mine tasting a little bit funny. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I got the lime. The lime's not. Go ahead and get this one, y'all.
Bro, pineapple, I ain't gonna lie, shit good.
Yeah, this
Shit me
lime not
gusta.
busting.
Shit my gusta.
Oh,
I'm gonna just be straight up.
Mhm.
Everyone assumed that I had 2 loving parents, a great house. I'm gonna tell you what, that shit did not happen. It was basically raised by a single mother. My mother was with me, had a half sister. We don't really talk much. It was just hard growing up, like I wasn't really sure what was happening at that time, but I remember all the hardships that ended up being the way it was. My mom getting laid off, my brother having so many injuries that we didn't even know how to keep up because of the sports that he did. And it just became harder and harder as life went on, as especially when I get older and I realize all the actual problems that are happening. I didn't realize it until I was around 11 or 12, but my mom was also an alcoholic. And do not get it twisted whatsoever. That does not mean my mom was a terrible person. She never, beat us. She never used her power as a mother to make us do things that we did not want to do, or any of those circumstances. She was a great person. She was a fantastic mother, and she was my idol for the longest time. And I wanted to be a parent that she was to me. And hopefully I can one day, and I hope I can aspire to be the type of parent that she was to me and my friends. Andre used to come over to my house all the time. You can ask him. My mom treated him like it was his own son, and that was just the way my mom was. She would treat them like family. She would feed them. She would make sure that they got to where they needed to go. She would drive them to school. She would do whatever it was needed to be done. And that was just my mother, and that was just her way of showing that she's a giving type of person, and she wanted to make sure that everyone ate good. She wanted to make sure that everyone was good mentally, physically, and any standpoint. I wanted to aspire to be that type of parent when I'm ready to have children and I'm ready to have kids. And the factor of that, me and my father weren't really close when I was younger, obviously, because he wasn't there much. I really didn't really know much about him, and he still doesn't really know much about me. We're finally reconnecting after God knows how many years of not connecting at all. I mean, I'm 24 now. He came back officially in my life to stay and actually be a part of it when I was 19, and that was when my mother died. I mean, she had passed away because she was an alcoholic. I mean, she had something on top of it, and then with her liver failing, it just was no shot. I just got into college. I was in my 2nd semester of my freshman year, and I wasn't too sure about what I really wanted to do. I was in there for culinary, and I was starting to think that maybe if I made a mistake, maybe I didn't want to do this anymore. I basically had to see it through. I had to make sure that I went through college, I graduated in culinary school, and I ended up doing well with certain things. And I would like to think that my mom was proud of me for that.
Absolutely.
And I would like to think that my mom is still proud of me now, even with the mistakes that I have made after college. Because don't get me wrong, listen, I do my best to make sure that when I'm on my own, I make the best decisions that I can. But that's not gonna mean that every decision I make is gonna be perfect or everyone's going to agree to those decisions. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna do a lot of shit that a lot of people are not gonna like, and that is okay with me. As long as you can live with those decisions and live with those mistakes that you have made, that is all that matters by the end of the day. And that's something that I've had to learn, not by choice, but because of the fact that I basically been put on my own for the longest time. The fact that I was literally homeless, and the fact that I had to go from family's house to family's house to friend's house to friend's house for the past 4 years. And this has literally been the 1 year where I've actually had a roof over my head without having to feel like I had to worry about certain rules or certain somebody's standards, or me getting worried I'm going to get kicked out because they don't want me there anymore. I'm finally on my way to being on my own person, and it feels great to be able to have been grown through this much. The best thing that I feel like should, I was about to say, if he was gonna hit us, that would have been some free insurance type shit. We
Free
got
content.
proof right here. That would have been crazy. My mom meant a lot to me, and she had passed away, so that inspired me to be somebody that I would want to be when I got older, to be able to care for people like she did, but to also stand my own ground. Because my mom didn't take anyone's shit. She didn't give a fuck if you were a 6'9", 350-pound bodybuilder. She didn't give a fuck. She would kick you in the nuts and then say fuck you and then walk away and call it a day. She did not give a fuck. And that's the person I'm starting to be, is the not giving a fuck person while also being a genuinely caring person for people that I need to care about. You feel like something ain't right in your life and people are walking all over you, or people are taking advantage of you just because of whether you're a good person or something that you own, or something that you feel like is beneficial to them but they're not benefiting you back, don't be afraid to stand your ground. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. If there's one thing that I can take out of the way my mom raised me, is to not take any shit from anybody. And because if I start doing that now, then I know I'm gonna definitely disappoint my mom. So I just hope that you guys can follow that same kind of concept and make sure that you do what makes you happy, and you make sure that you stand your own ground when needed to.
Angelo's story, and I want you guys to go to his channel. It's gonna be right here on the screen somewhere. I don't know how to YouTube do it yet, but it's gonna be up there, right here. And go interact, go comment, go like, go subscribe, and go listen to his story. He has a journey like similar to the journey that you guys are going through right now. He's been through it, he's been there, and he's here to help. He's here as a resource for all of us to be able to learn from his journey, and also learn how we can find our true purpose and passion. Through the strife, through the trials, through the tribulations, Angelo was able to overcome stuff that life has dealt him. And he is striving now. He's on his way. Successful YouTuber, successful TikToker, successful chef. And so I want you to get into a little bit about your journey to becoming a chef. Your mom was a mom to me. Anything I needed, food. She brought me to the beach club. I was up in there swimming at the beach, vibing, you know, good vibes. Everything I needed. She took care of us like I was her child. She gave me, you know, an amazing childhood. I couldn't thank her enough. And I hope that she is watching down on us, proud that we are connecting here and bringing a message to you guys about how you can overcome anything that life has dealt you, anything that you feel like you can't come back from. You're at a corporate job, you're at a 9 to 5, you want to be an entrepreneur. This is the journey. You have to fail. You have to go through the wins and losses. And ultimately, you have to keep pushing. You have to go within, find that passion, and keep going. Angelo found his passion. He's going to tell you a little bit about how he became a chef, soon to be world renowned, soon to be 5-star. You know, tell him, Angelo, tell him how you got there.
I'm not even a toe in the fucking door. Like, this is my first professional chef like job ever. Like, I just got promoted to sous chef not too long ago. It was a fucking hard journey, but like as professional comes, like this is my first job being at a professional standpoint. And my journey from being a chef is when it started off when I was around, I don't know, maybe in the 4th grade, and I wanted to learn. I thought cooking eggs was cool, so I started cooking eggs, and they were the fucking shittiest eggs I think I've ever seen in my life. Just a bunch of black and brown spots everywhere.
Man,
shit was like shits. I don't know how, but I somehow burnt the inside of the egg. I don't know how the fuck I did that, but I was, you know,
remember that first time y'all tried to cook when y'all parents wasn't there?
I was being babysat by Cindy, and it was the first time cooking, and I was just like, hey, like, can you try this? And like, bless her fucking soul, she ate that whole fucking plate. I made like 5 eggs out of that bitch, and she ate the whole fucking plate.
No cheese?
No cheese, no salt, no pepper, bro. She fucking munched on that shit. God bless her kind soul, because I swear to God, could not be me. I'm gonna be real, couldn't be fucking me. She told my mom that, and she was like, and my mom came up to me and she said, do you want to learn how to cook? And I was like, yeah, like if you can teach me certain things. She taught me how to cook an egg properly, Okay, and then like I just started getting creative with it, you know, over time. She taught me how to make chicken cutlets. She taught me how to make pasta, marinade, which is marinara sauce to all the white people that don't know what marinade is, and all types of Italian dishes. And I remember it came to a certain point where my mom just like was so tired. She would work 12 to 13-hour shifts and she just could not bother to cook for us. And we always wanted to have that type of dinner, you know, where we sat at the table. I remember like my brother's friends would come and they would like legitimately like critique my food, but they would always just say that it tastes like mad fucking good. And around in middle school, like I realized like I'm not being a basketball player. There's no shot. Like I'm gonna be realistic. Like I wanted to be a basketball player. There's no shot. So the next step was being a chef. You know, I got creative and figured out certain things that I can do. So I just started mixing things together. You know, I started mixing different meats from steaks to ground beef, everything like that. And then I realized I wanted to make my own business, in which I'm nowhere even near that goal yet. Yeah, like I said, I got toes in the door. Like I'm not even got a whole foot in. I got toes in the door. So basically, I knew what I had to do. I had to save up money and I had to make sure that I got into the best school for me. It doesn't have to be the most expensive school or the most prestigious school. I went to SUNY Delhi. Who gives a fuck? They gave me the same type of education I would have got from CIA, Johnson & Wales, and anywhere else if I would have went there. SUNY Delhi taught me what I needed to know, not what they thought I needed to know. They taught me a lot of life lessons. They taught me a lot of recipes. They taught me a lot of techniques. They taught me a lot of shit just outside of cooking and inside the cooking industry that helped me grow as a person and a chef. You don't have to go to college to be able to get this type of education or a job. You have YouTube and you have other places that will take you in and basically intern you to help you learn these types of techniques of cooking or anything that has to do with it. This motherfucking bee is not about to fucking get on my goddamn drink. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I will fight you.
That's just going. Watch out, B.
Bro, I will, bro.
Now that's
What it fucking do, homie? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
Nah, we slapbox bees out here, y'all. Don't get it twisted. For people out there who want to be chefs, who want to take their cooking from decent to great, Angelo is a perfect example of someone who has been through the strife. He's been through the pain and the struggle. It doesn't matter. He used what he had to achieve his goal and to get to his passion. He is on his way. He is taking that step and that step and that step towards his goal with what he had. What is your next step to what you want to do? Drop it down below. We're going to be in the comments helping you guys figure out why you want to do what you do. Make sure that it's for you internally, and then we're going to work through in the next couple of videos the 5 W's. It's really 10 W's, but it started out with 5. It's who. Hold on. Before I get into who, it's why. We start with why.
Fuck away from me.
When, what, and where. Look, why'd you go ahead and chase that passion becoming a chef?
I was always a big person when it came to creation. Just wanted to be creative with certain things, whether it became on a piece of paper, whether it became with Play-Doh when I was a fucking kid and was trying to eat that shit. Anything that really came to it. It all became just something that had to do with creation and being creative and unique. So when I tell you that cooking was my way of making my own thing and being original and unique, that was my thing. And I thought that cooking was like one of those things where like you get to customize your character, you get to customize, you know, your dress, some clothes, your game. That's me. I customize food. I customize it to the way I like. I customize it to the things that, you know, make it look good, taste good, and anything that comes to it. Golly, that bee got me out of breath.
Oh God, bro, we gotta
shit.
Check out Workout Wednesday. Get you guys back in shape. Come on. Angelo's why? Creativity. His what? He found that through his experiences that he's been through. He went internally. He said, you know, I really enjoy cooking. I really enjoy eating. I could use this why to power my what. And then after what is who? Who did Angelo need to be to get to his dream and to get to his passion of being a chef? Angelo, who did you have to be?
Someone that essentially everyone doubted I would be. Someone who was actually smart enough to be able to learn and listen and be able to see the things that, you know, make a person a good chef. A few months away from graduating high school, I knew I wanted to go to culinary, but I didn't know what school I was going to yet. All I knew is that I wanted to cook. Whether I was going to go to college or not, I was still going to cook anyway. Didn't mean fuck all to me if I ended up going to college. I just got very lucky and got accepted out of college. I was affordable. to my family. Wherever the path takes me, and some things are just meant to, bro, this bee is on my dick. All I knew was that I wanted to cook. That was my main goal. That was my main thing. Whether I went to school or not to school, if I had to get a job, get some experience in, wouldn't have mattered either way. Either way, I was going to cook. Don't let whatever you think is going to stop you from doing what you want to do stop you, because that is your one weakness. If you don't got confidence in you, then how do you expect anyone else to have confidence in you?
Absolutely. Perfect example. Angelo is the original mule. He is a co-captain, and you are a co-captain too in this mule community. We are all one. We are all even, and we are all coming together to utilize one another for our resources, our knowledge, and our information. We're here as a community to bolster everyone up. Don't forget that. Interact with your fellow mule members and help them get to the next level, and they will help you get to the next level. How you can help us? Go follow Angelo. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come on, be a part of the mule family. Why was creativity? His what was cooking. His where? He went to a culinary school. And he told you before, it doesn't matter where you go as long as you get the training that you need and the guidance that you need to get to where you want to be. Where are you now with your cooking journey? Where are you mentally? Where are you in this present moment? Tell them where you're at, and then tell them when you plan on doing what you want to do.
I'm learning the best that I can from the place that I'm at right now. And like I said, I just got promoted to sous chef. I'm pretty proud of myself of where I'm at now. I could definitely reach a lot further, but for the time being, I'm proud of where I'm at. I'm proud of the things that I've done and that I'm doing still to this day in this moment. And there's more than a little bit of wiggle room for me to be able to get at least my foot in the door, at least by the end of this year. And that's always a goal that you have to set for yourself. What's more that I can do? What's more that I can say? What's more that I can be able to pursue? And how do I get there? And how do I do it? And how is it going to be somewhere that, is going to be the right spot for me? That's what you have to really say to yourself, unless you're not going to really want to be anywhere else but where you're at now because you're comfortable. The whole point of it is that you have to be uncomfortable. You have to take responsibility, and you have to learn where you are and if you're willing to step out of that zone. I was about to say.
Tell them where you want to go, Angelo. Tell them.
I was just about to say, I want to be happy. I want to be good where I'm at. And my happiness is that I have a few businesses on the side, whether it has to do with cooking or not, and I have a few cooking businesses of restaurants or whatever it may be, and I have a nice family and a nice house, and I'm just successful when it comes to financial, mental, physical, and everything that comes with it.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first on Mule.apparel. Angelo, I appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Before we go, Angelo, give them 5 tips to blow up on TikTok, whether they want to be an entrepreneur, whether they want to be a real estate agent, whether you want to be a clothing brand owner like ourselves. Make sure you tap in with that link, mule.apparel. And our website is mule.love because we spread love and we spread positivity. Tap in on the website. Go drop the email. We're going to send you some motivation. We are dropping our first drop on Mule Day. Mule Day, October 26th at, we're going to figure out a time, but most likely 10:10 because 10 is completeness, 10 is change, and 10 is internal strength. October 26th, mule.love. Check out the first version. You're going to see. Go ahead, check out that TikTok too. We on the journey. Before we go though, Angelo, give them 5 tips. Actually, give them 10, bro. Give them 10. Why not? Give them 10.
When you go on TikTok, it all depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to do what Andre's doing, it's difficult because everyone's got a certain motive. Everyone wants to be this way or that way. Everyone's got to follow a script. Everyone's got to follow an act. There's no act. There's no script with this shit. You have to go what you feel is right and what you feel is a good spot and happiness for you. Be yourself, right? Be yourself and make sure that you're not acting. Right? It has to come all natural. And if you be yourself, that is the most natural you can possibly get. Second tip, especially when you're starting off from ground zero, you're not going based off anyone else's content, you're not trying to be like anybody else's content, you have to make sure you have to get real creative. All right? And I'm not saying that as, easier said than done, but I'm saying that as someone who tried to be real creative and, did well with it for a little while, and then stopped being creative because I saw the easy way out. Don't do what I did. Be creative and keep being creative. That will get you the most success, and I promise you that. Third is honestly just consistency. The more consistency you have with posting, the more consistency you have with the same type of content, the more you will grab an attention from people. They will start to see a pattern and they will start to see something that they like, whether it's from 2 seconds of that video or from a full 5 minutes of that video from TikTok or whatever it may be. Either way, consistency is key. Fourth tip is that you start to actually gain a following. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to meet a good amount of people who are going to want to collab with you or just hang out or anything to that matter. Make sure they are good people and make sure there are no one that, could possibly bring you down or try to do you any shade or be fake to you or anything of that matter. Fifth tip, remain calm. It could be nerve-wracking, especially when you're on live or you're trying to make a video, you're trying to figure out, oh, how do I say this? What do I do? Pretend you're talking to one of your homies. Pretend you're talking to somebody that you've known your whole life or you've known for mad long and you talk to them like a homie. My tip number 6.
Hold on. We can't give him all the sauce, Angelo.
Nah, you're right.
We can't
bro.
give him all the sauce. Hold on.
Right. Yo.
Go over to Angelo's YouTube channel right now, and he'll think about maybe giving y'all some more TikTok tips, how to go viral. After all, he did have 170K. Come on. You gotta know something, y'all. Tap in. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Put your bag on, get in your bag, and get in your grind.